This is KGW News at Sunrise.
Good morning. Thanks for getting up with us on this Sunday morning. I'm Tim Gordon.
And good morning, I'm Christelle Kumwe. This morning on Sunrise, a community remembers the lives lost after last Sunday's crash into a homeless camp, the issues and needed resources to make sure it doesn't happen again.
Plus, downtown Portland works to rebound from the pandemic with new business. But before we get to all that, let's check in with Joe Ranieri for a quick look at our Sunday forecast. Joe?
Hey, good morning, you two. Things are going to be kind of relatively quiet out there this morning, but things change pretty quickly heading into the later part of the afternoon and really after sunset. I'm tracking a very intense storm that's going to be moving on shore, bringing in a lot of rain over the next couple of days. Light amounts along the coast this morning, but basically between tonight and early Tuesday morning, over an inch of rain, and you can see over 4 inches of rain up throughout the Oregon Cascades. Now, the avalanche danger will be high over the next couple of days because the mountains, I'm forecasting snowfall that's going to be measured in feet later on tonight, all the way into late Monday and Tuesday. But as we put future casts in motion, you can see dry to start things off. Then a few showers roll in by late morning along the Oregon coast. But later on this afternoon, we'll start to see those showers get kind of intense. And after the sunset, yeah, we'll set you nothing but yellows and some oranges. There's a slight chance to see some thunderstorms develop heading into tomorrow as well. If that's the case, we could kind of see some rainfall totals really get high. I'll talk more about that in just a few minutes.
Thanks, Joe. New this morning, Sacramento police confirmed 6 people are dead, another 9 are injured in a mass shooting in that city's downtown.
This is an awful story out of Sacramento. Details are sketchy so far this morning. However, people report hearing rapid shots fired in an area that's a popular nightlife spot. So far, Sacramento police have closed off an 8-block area of their downtown. This comes just a month after another shooting in California's capital that saw 5 people killed, and we'll be following that story this morning for you. Well, it has been a week since this scene in Salem. Friends are remembering the lives lost to the crash and raising issues about homelessness and safety.
Yes, Tim, and yesterday I was there when a small group of people went back to the site for a very somber memorial.
Flowers sit at this site of so much pain and sadness.
I don't have all the words for it. Okay, I mean, you're here one day and gone the next, you know? And it's really heartbreaking.
A small group gathered here near Front Street and Division in Salem to remember their friends.
And this right here is a tragedy.
4 crosses show the names of each victim: Joanne Beck, Luke KG, Rochelle Zamacona, and Joe Posada III.
Joe, I need Joe.
It's still hard for Darcy to think about him gone.
He just smiled and he laughed. He was
4 people were killed and 2 others hurt in the crash at the end of March. Police say a drunk driver careened into the camp around 2 a.m.
Yeah, people drinking and driving. That is wrong.
The accused driver, Enrique Rodriguez, appeared in court Monday. Prosecutors say his blood alcohol level was more than 3 times the legal limit. His charges include 4 counts of manslaughter in the first degree.
Terrible. It's not fair. They just need to get more housing.
If we had a safer place to go, then this wouldn't have happened.
ODOT cleared the camp soon after the crash. Many here forced to pack up.
I relocated to a different area, and I'm not saying.
Homeless advocates say more than 1,000 people sleep outside in the Salem area, but the city is short about 500 shelter beds.
I'm on a list. They said it could be over a year before I can get a place.
Until then, Darcy plans to move from place to place, seeking safety.
I try really hard. I do little, I'll clean somebody's house or something. I do that. It's hard to get a job when you can't take a shower every day.
That camp in question was cleared by ODOT in Salem last week as part of an ongoing effort to keep people from living close to state roads. A 14-year-old is recovering after being shot in northwest Portland Saturday. The gunman is still out there. Officers responded to 6th and Broadway and found the child bleeding. They quickly applied a tourniquet until medics arrived. The teen was then taken to the hospital and is expected to be okay. Police say the gunman took off before they arrived, so anyone with information is asked to contact Portland police.
And turning to the crisis in Ukraine now, as Ukrainian forces take back areas surrounding Kyiv, thousands of people are still fleeing the country and trying to get documents needed to enter the United States.
We're sleeping and bombs, and our babies are so small, so we need to wake up them, get dressed and run to a more safe place.
Those are two of the people trying to come here after the White House promised to take in 100,000 refugees. They're standing in long lines, hoping to get documents now, like visas for loved ones. In countries bordering Ukraine, U.S. embassies are inundated. In Poland, the wait for a visitor visa appointment is 125 days. In Hungary, 225 days. In Moldova, at least 10 months. And not everyone with an appointment will get approved. Those with U.S. relatives are more likely to get an immigrant visa. At least one ambassador is working to speed up the process.
Right now, a big effort is being made to see which program is applicable and appropriate for which particular refugee and which particular family.
Now, those applying to come as visitors may get rejected if they can't prove they plan to return.
While refugees look to travel to the U.S., Portland-based Mercy Corps is expanding services for those staying in Europe. Craig Redman is a vice president of the nonprofit. He just got back from spending a week in Ukraine. He traveled to several cities in the western part of the country. The violence was limited there, but western Ukraine is full of millions of people who have escaped war raging to the east.
I saw the clear signs of that when I was there, because when you're in these western cities, they just feel packed, and you get a sense of, the burden that places on infrastructure and resources in those cities.
Mercy Corps says it's fighting to help those trapped in Ukraine. It's delivering food, medical supplies, and cash to help people survive their journeys out of the war zones. Redmond says working with locals is key to Mercy Corps' success, both now and when rebuilding can begin.
Well, here at home, downtown Portland is beginning to see more activity after a rough couple years. Some new businesses are opening and others are reopening after the protests and pandemic. Art Edwards takes us to Southwest 2nd Avenue.
Martin Monago has his food cart named El Pilon on Southwest 2nd near Pine. He rode out the protests in downtown Portland and the pandemic. He's not the only business to do that. The Boo Ranco Cafe nearby survived by being flexible. The owners say things are changing.
We've definitely seen way more foot traffic, especially after the mandate lifted. We see way more people walking by. Since the weather's gotten pretty good, way more people have come out, and just sales have increased quite a bit.
Monago is not new to the area. A few blocks away at the Cabin Cafe, Annabelle Gutierrez is just starting out. She opened a month ago and serves Cuban and Mexican food. Gutierrez decided now was the time to pursue her dream of owning a restaurant. What's happened in the last couple of years didn't stop her.
I was not really nervous. I was just like, actually, if anything is going to happen, it's going to happen anywhere. Bad situations, they're everywhere. It doesn't matter where you are. You just have to stay focused on what you want and reach your goals.
There is a feeling now that things are changing in Portland.
Last summer, before we moved here, it kind of felt like a ghost town with everything boarded up, very few people. Felt a little bit post-apocalyptic. Yeah, so definitely feels more revitalized.
Art Edwards reporting there. In Southeast Portland, a historic theater has new owners who plan to reinvent and remodel the space. 6 new owners took over the Clinton Street Theater Friday. The theater is well known for playing the Rocky Horror Picture Show every Saturday at midnight for the past 44 years, in fact. But the new owners want to expand the types of movies playing at Clinton Street. They also want to expand live entertainment options.
We're excited to expand our live music offerings. We're excited to do comedy, drag, burlesque, all kinds of different performances. And we'll also do a lot of community events, documentaries, having scientists, professors come out and talk about their area of expertise.
Now, the 107-year-old theater is raising money through a GoFundMe to get new equipment for showing cult classic films. The owners say the theater will still have that wonderful same dive bar kind of feeling, Southeast feeling, but they want to get a new projector and speakers. All right, the last small stores are packing up and leaving Mall 205. So coming up next, we'll look at what will become of this shopping center that first opened back in 1970.